What counts as a relapse on semen retention? What counts as a real relapse?
We're gonna learn today.
A relapse is when you go back to the ways that you were before when you got on this journey. When you release the same way you with the lifestyle that you used to live. Say you used to watch the hub religiously, you used to watch porn 2 to 3 times a week, or sometimes every day for some people. A relapse is when you go back on the hub and you release. Is when you release that way. A lot of people have been emailing me, been commenting, asking questions on whether or not they relapse because, either they had a wet dream when you release in your sleep. Listen, a relapse isn't when you release in your sleep, isn't a wet dream. That is not a relapse. A true relapse is when you go back to your old ways and release how you said you were never going to do it again. On semen retention, the last resort, you should always avoid relapsing at all costs. I'm not saying it's easy, it is very difficult, but you have to resist that temptation for your betterment as a man so you can get to where you want to be in life, using this journey to help fuel you, using it as a tool to help you build that house that you call your life, that you call your purpose. A true relapse is when you go back and revert to the old ways. When you release with a low vibrational chick or a chick that you shouldn't be dealing with. When you go back and choke with the chick and you release that way. Why go through that? When you know how hurtful it was and how it really affected you negatively in your journey on your way to becoming your best version. You saying you relapsed because you had a wet dream, your body's naturally clearing everything out. It's like saying a drug addict that got into an accident and is taking the painkillers to help relieve the pain. It's like saying he relapsed. That drug addict did not relapse because he's taking painkillers to help him with the pain of a car accident or anything. That's not a relapse. That's what saying a wet dream is a relapse sounds like. It sounds like you relapse because you needed the painkillers because you're in the accident and your body is really, really in pain and you can't sleep with it. That's not a relapse. That's your body naturally clearing itself out to make room for new energy, a new growth, giving you the opportunity to clear yourself out of all the negative energies and fill yourself back up and build yourself back up. When you have a wet dream, that's your body saying that you're so disciplined that you're not gonna do it yourself, we will for you. That's a pat on your back because of how disciplined you are not to give in to your flesh, give in to your urges. Because you know you have something better to go after and achieve in life. And you know that you're giving up instant gratification for long-term greatness, for long-term pleasure. Give up that instant gratification and stop thinking that because you had a wet dream or because you had leakage, because of this and that you relapse. A true relapse is when you go back to the old ways that you turned away from. If you didn't go back from the old ways you turned away from, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back every day because every day is a fight. Every day is a battle. It gets harder every day and every second. That is what truly counts as a relapse. So don't go back to your old ways of thinking. Don't go back to your old ways of doing this and doing that. And put in that work. Don't count the days. Count what you do every single second of that day that you live in. The present is called the present for a reason because it's a gift. What are you going to do with that gift every day? Don't just count it and let each gift you have go down. Don't just receive each gift and not open the present. Open that present and get the tools that you need to build bigger things. Stop worrying about you relapsing because if you're not going back to your old way of thinking, your old way of actions, your old way of doing things, you're not relapsing. That's all I gotta say for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That's all the emails that I was getting, asking about what truly is a relapse. Hope I answered your guys' question. My email's down below if you have any more questions for me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see you on the next one.